Hello everybody and welcome back to another Pokemon Challenge video. Last time, we experienced the brand new Isle of Armor DLC, using the brand new Pokemon Kubfu to beat the game. And he and the DLC were really cool, so I'm not done with it quite yet. Today, we're trying something a little bit different. We're going to try and make an absolute fool out of the DLC's final boss, the man himself, Dojo Master Mustard. He's the head of the dojo on the Isle of Armor, and is also the former Galar Region champion, as shown on his league card. You fight him 3 different times throughout your journey through the DLC. First, he has a team of Meanfu and Shinx, and second, it's a one-on-one with Kubfu, as seen in our Kubfu solo run. But what I want to know is, could we beat him in his true form with only a team of level 1 Pokemon? His final team ranges from level 73 to 75, being stronger than even the unbeatable champion Leon himself, which the channel Poketips beat using a team of only level 1 Ghastly. So to make things interesting, I'm not allowing myself to use Ghastly, or even the moves Perish Song and Destiny Bond. I'm gonna have to try something else. On top of this, I'm not allowed to use any items in battle, except for 5 max revives. Now I know you might be thinking, okay, then what's the point of the rule then? Well, I'll get to that in a bit, but these max revives will actually be making the fight more difficult, and not be helping me at all. So I'm not allowed to use any beneficial items. Since this is a 6-on-6 battle, my Pokemon are only allowed to knock out one of Mustard's Pokemon, meaning they all must get a knockout. And I'm not allowed to use Pokemon Camp to cheese the game with affection. If I want that effect, I've got to use the one-time Focus Sash. With that being said, let's jump into this and see if I can beat Mustard's final challenge with only a team of level 1 Pokemon. For starters, we need to look into the other methods other than Destiny Bond and Perish Song to allow for a level 1 Pokemon to beat a Pokemon above level 70. The first thing that comes to mind is the famous FEAR, or Fear strategy. This generally stands for Focus Sash, Endeavor, Quick Attack, and Rattata. Well, Rattata's not in the game, but you get the point. Essentially, this means Endeavor and Priority with a Focus Sash. However, like I said, Rattata's not in the game, which doesn't matter, but it draws attention to the point that Sword and Shield greatly limits the options that we can use this with the lack of the national dex. There are only a small handful of Pokemon that get Endeavor and a priority move in Sword and Shield, and nothing gets Endeavor plus an ability like Sandstream or Snow Warning. So because I like to make things as unique as possible, the first Pokemon that came to mind was Grookey. It gets Endeavor at level 36, but by breeding parents that know it, the baby will know it at level 1. The reason I wanted to use Grookey was to showcase more of the DLC, with the new priority move, Grassy Glide. This is a grass type attack that goes first when in grassy terrain. So with the hidden ability starters having been released, I bred 6 baby Grookey with Grassy Surge and Endeavor. The next step in our plan is to get 6 Focus Sashes, which with BP at the Battle Tower isn't a hard thing to check off. Now here's where the max revives I mentioned before come into play. If I go into the fight with Mustard with 1 Grookey fully healed and the rest of them all knocked out, I can progressively beat one of Mustard's Pokemon, then use a max revive on the next Grookey, and then send it in as the current Grookey gets knocked out. This way, every time I knock out a Pokemon, they will be at level 1. If I don't use max revives in this way, after one of Mustard's Pokemon get knocked out, all of the Grookey will go from level 1 to the mid-30s. Not really making them level 1 anymore, right? Well, as I went to go get my Grookey knocked out, I realized a pretty big mistake. Grassy terrain heals you and your opponent every turn, meaning they won't be at 1 HP after the Endeavor, and won't get taken out by a level 1 Grookey's Grassy Glide. Oops, that was a pretty epic fail. So what else is there? Not really much, to be honest. The next Pokemon that caught my eye was a Rockruff. It gets Sucker Punch as a transfer move from Generation 7. So on my Ultra Sun file, I bred 6 Rockruff with Sucker Punch and Endeavor, with at least one of them knowing the move Protect. This is better since I don't need 30 Armorite ore for 6 teachings of Grassy Glide. So all I need now are the max revives. Luckily, my good friend Harry, or what most of you probably know him as, HZRC, had plenty of max revives on his file, and was kindly able to trade what I needed over. So I put up my failed Grookie attempts, and he had the same idea. So we trade 5 Grookie for 5 Grookie with max revives, and we're ready to go. Let's give this a shot! First up is his Mean Shao. This is why one Pokemon has to know Protect. His Mean Shao has the move Fake Out, so we protect Rockruff number 1, and then use Endeavor the next turn. It takes him down to his Focus Sash, and then one Sucker Punch from there takes Mean Shao down. Next he sends out his Corviknight. This is one of the things that can cause some issues for us. It has and uses Iron Head. If this causes us to flinch, we have to restart and try again. Here I use my first Max Revive. This gets Rockruff number 2 ready to go, as number 1 gets taken out. Like I said, by using these max revives, it's allowing me to have a team of level 1s the entire fight. It's not actually benefiting me. With Iron Head failing to flinch us, Corviknight goes down to Sucker Punch the following turn. Next he sends out his Komodo. Pretty good so far. Another max revive sends Rockruff number 3 in, and then it too goes down to Endeavor and Sucker Punch. But then, his Lycanroc comes out. This thing knows both Accelerock and Stealth Rock. Both moves will put this run to an end. Stealth Rock will break all of the Focus Sashes, ending the attempt, and Accelerock is priority. Both Sucker Punch and Accelerock are +1 priority, meaning the faster Pokemon goes first. And yeah, his level 75 Lycanroc is faster than our level 1 Rockruff. Shocker! I tried this over 20 different times, and while it never used Stealth Rock, it also never didn't use Accelerock. I don't think it can use something else when we're only on 1 hit point. The only way around this would be to use a priority move with a higher priority than +1. And the only ones available that would do what we need are Extreme Speed and Spiky Shield. Fake Out, Feint, and First Impression also do this, but Feint will fail and the other 2 have to be used first. But we have to use Endeavor first. This means this is not possible without using Destiny Bond and Perish Song, unless there's a Pokemon that can learn both Endeavor and Extreme Speed. And there is. There's one, but it's unobtainable at level 1. So no, it's not possible with the rules that I put into place as far as I was able to see. But can we do it with 5 level 1 Pokemon and 1 level 2 Pokemon? I think we can. Why level 2? Because that one Pokemon is Togekiss. You can't get a level 1 Togekiss, but you can get a level 2 Togekiss. And let's be real, how big of a difference is there between level 1 and level 2? There really isn't. Not in this situation anyways. Let's give it another shot. In Generation 7, you can get a Togekiss with Extreme Speed and Endeavor. So after transferring 1 up, we have 5 level 1 Rockruff and a level 2 Togekiss. Just like before, we lead with Rockruff, and the other 5 are fainted. We beat Mean Shao, Corviknight, and Komodo, with Lycanroc coming back out. I max revive Togekiss for this one, and use Endeavor and Extreme Speed. We move first, and Lycanroc is down. From here, Luxray comes out and goes down the same way, only leaving his final Pokemon, an ace, Urshifu. However, this one Gigantamaxes. It takes my final Rockruff to a single hit point, and we use Endeavor. But it doesn't take it down to 1 hit point. Oh no, I knew something like this was gonna happen. Endeavor doesn't work as normal on a Dynamaxed or Gigantamaxed Pokemon. It calculates it based on its non-Gigantamaxed HP, meaning we have to stall the Gigantamax out, or we can't do this. At first, I thought my only hope was to get a triple max guard, which is roughly a 1 out of 32 chance. But we can better those odds. Since I have to use a max revive on our final Rockruff, why not wait a couple more turns before doing so? The previous Rockruff is still in battle. I can have him max guard 2 times, which is much more likely than using max guard 3 times. By getting the double max guard off, which by the way took hours! I can't believe it took that long to get a double max guard. I can then use the max revive on the 3rd turn, getting our final level 1 Rockruff ready to fight as our 5th Pokemon gets taken down. This shrinks Mustard's Urshifu back down to normal size and puts it in a very vulnerable position as it strikes our final level 1 Rockruff, and we use Endeavor to damage it right back, this time taking it to a single hit point. And with one final Sucker Punch on Mustard's team, we just beat this final boss of the Isle of Armor, only using a team of 5 level 1 Rockruff and 1 level 2 Togekiss. Not quite the full level 1 team, but nonetheless, I think that was pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This video's different than what I normally make challenge-wise, so if you did, it'd be really awesome if you left a quick like down below, and maybe even a nice comment. Let me know how you would have done this, or other routes we could have taken. And maybe even consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. I make a challenge video just like this, or kind of like this, every single weekend on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I highly recommend checking out the playlist containing all of them I've done thus far. And maybe even the Cub Fu run I mentioned earlier. It was a ton of fun. Hopefully, I'll get to see you guys next week for another Pokemon challenge. Until then, thank you so much for watching.